Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Manga Sloth. Today, we are going in a deep dive on my top 5 best manga shipping companies. It's going to be very simple to understand. We are going to be scoring the 5 shippers in 3 different categories. We have price of the shipping, the packing quality, and the speed of your manga from order to your door. And each one's going to be rated from 1 to 5, and we're going to get a total. And we are going to crown a champion. Now, I have personal experience with each of the 5 companies, and I have no bias because I use them all, and I still use them all, though some are better than others. Now, here is the big disclaimer. This is my opinion. This is not a fact. So without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at a strong last place is... Now, Thrift Books is a company that sells manga and all different kinds of books online, and their prices vary by a lot because it's dependent on sellers, not just a one place stop. Think of it as a eBay platform, but everything's buy it now. Their pricing on shipping is pretty good. I give it a 4 out of 5. Their pricing is free per each item, $10 and more, and below $10 it's 99 cents per item. So that is worth a 4 in the MangaSloth's book. Coming up next is their packing and the quality of the packing, and we give it a solid 1 out of 5. Not good at all. Now, another disclaimer, just to make sure we know, since we're still early in the process here, that does not mean you will order something and it will always show up ding, dent, damaged, or something like that. That is not true. You can order from them 1,000 times a year and get mint everything 1,000 times out of 1,000. But with the score, it's just showing that would be more unlikely. Most of the time I'm ordering used type items or items I'm having a harder time finding off Thrift Books, and if I order 10 plus things, they're coming in 10 plus packages. They're never together. They're a way they sell things and allow people in different places to list things on there. That sometimes makes the shipping inconsistent. And a lot of the time, the packaging that the books come in, specifically the manga, is just those thin bubble wrap bags that just get tossed into big old boxes at the USPS, and that's where they get the dings, dents, and scratches the easiest. So a 1 out of 5 for that. Not doing too good there. Now we come to speed. The speed of the shipping from Thrift Books is a little bit better than middle of the road. It is in the 3-point range. It is not fast, but not slow. I have gotten orders where I've gotten a book or 2 within 3, 4, 5 days in that range, which I think is good. But I've also got some 20 plus days later for things in stock. All right, folks, and that leaves it with a solid 8 out of 15 for a total that gives it a solid last place. But do not worry, I am not telling you to not buy from Thrift Books. I still buy from there all the time. Up to 4th place, squeaking by, beating Thrift Books out in some way or another, we got good old-fashioned BN Barnes and Noble. Another quick thing that I just remembered, this list is mostly based in the United States, so the shipping and payment that I'm saying here does not reflect other parts of the world. Back to it, the price for Barnes and Noble is coming in at a 4.5, which is one of the best prices you can get for shipping. Even better if you have their Barnes & Noble membership card. But we are not talking about the membership card today. We're just talking about basic shipping today, and their price for basic shipping, and their basic shipping is free for $35 and more, and anything less than $35 is only $5 shipping. That's right, folks, that's a good deal. Their packing and protection of your manga to your door gives them a whopping, boom, 1.5. It is also not that great. They also tend to use thin bubble mailers, which allow the corners and the edges to get dinged and bent. And then when they do put it in a box, it is in a aired, empty box. So any movement, things stacked on top of it, below it, it bounces around like a manga bouncy castle. The speed of Barnes & Noble is also a 3, middle of the road. There are cases when I've gotten manga shipped quick, and then there's cases when it just takes forever for something in stock with no problems. They're coming from multiple stores and multiple places sometimes, so that does slow them down, but most of the time I am not too concerned about the shipping in Barnes & Noble, which gives them a grand total of 8.5, squeaking on by last place and giving them the 4th place W. Next up, for the bronze in the manga shipping Olympics, with me, the professor, the sloth that has 9 PhDs and 4 doctorates in manganomics. And don't even ask me if a PhD is the same as a doctorate. I wouldn't know. I'm a sloth, not a doctor. So, coming in at 3rd for the bronze, coming in hot, is Amazon.com. Just like my video on their shipping, they come in at 3rd place, and I will tell you why. Their price for shipping is coming in at a 3.5. Now we are going to talk about that here for a second. The reason it is getting lower than Barnes or Thrift Books is because I'm talking about the everyday person. I know a lot of you have Prime. I have Prime, so I get all my manga, all my shipments free, and I get them fast. Some people do not. Now they have multiple options. We're talking about the regular base shipping, basic things for all of these. And their regular shipping is generally around $3.99 for books. But since they have a zillion sellers and Amazon is specifically not selling this, they do not own the manga that they're selling, it's coming from sellers, it has to be lower score because it varies. Not every place you buy from on Amazon will give you that $3.99 for books. You can buy a copy of One Piece Volume 1 brand new for $8.99, and the shipping could be $40. Now they also have, I believe, it's been a while since I've not been on Prime, they have shipping options that are slower, way slower in some instances, that are free. So that is a bonus. But since it varies so much, it's going to have a middle of the road, a little bit better than middle of the road, 3.5 score. Now here it is, their packaging. Now if you watched my Amazon shipping video, which goes over all this, you know my feelings on the Amazon packaging, and it is a boom, uno out of 5. They package manga so poorly in some instances that it is just miserable. Every time you see your manga package on your front door, you are excited, but you keep your expectations low so you don't get too excited because you may be returning it very soon. They also are known for the bubble packages that get thumped around because there's a zillion of them stacked on top of each other, and also the boxes, and specifically ginormous boxes with just like one book in them or something. So it is like the ginormous manga bouncy castle like others. Now for speed of delivery, we're gonna give it a bang 5 out of 5. It is fast depending on what you get for pricing. Even basic times, we're talking 3, 4, 5 days max. And for everyone buying from a Prime seller or coming from an Amazon warehouse, it is fast. We know Amazon is fast, so they get the 5 out of 5 for the fastest one on the list, which gives it a 9.5 for that third place victory. Jeff Bezos himself was poised to be here to accept his bronze medal for the best manga shipping, but I decided not to with social distancing. It'll just be better to mail it to him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming in second place for the silver medal in the best manga shipping is none other than Right Stuff, or Right Stuff Anime. Now they are a company that specifically caters to us folk in the manga world, the anime world, and the figurine type world. They sell the stuff we want. They sell the right stuff. And I personally spend a good amount of sloth doubloons there because I like what they're selling, and I'm sure you do too. Now their price per shipping gets a 2.5 out of 5, and that is a recent change. That is actually a recent change. It was higher score. They just enacted a $75 or more is the way to get the free shipping. Now I know what you're saying, Professor MangaSloth. That doesn't seem like a big deal because the site is so awesome and I can buy everything I want, and there's so many things I want, it is easy to get over $75. Well, it used to be $50. Moving it up to $75, I do not think is a bad thing. It is a business decision and I do not disagree with it, but it does affect their score, because not everybody can afford $50 even or $75 every time they order from Right Stuff. Now, on the other hand, what is the shipping below $75? Well, it's hard to say. Not like Barnes & Noble, where it's $5, or Thrift Books, where they have set prices. It is all over the place. It's anywhere from $5, $10, $15, $20, depending on what you get. So it varies. If you want one manga, it may be $4 or $5 for shipping. If you want a hardcover and 3 mangas, it could be $15 for shipping. It just varies by what you're getting and actually where they're shipping to. It's based and calculated at the end. So if you're far away, Alaska, Hawaii, somewhere in there with weird shipping, it could be more. So 2.5 right in the middle, not great, but also not completely bad. Now their packaging is coming in at a 4 out of 5. Now seeing here, as the gust blows in from the east and comes up the north to the Great Lakes, we see 1.5, 1, and then it hits the eye of the storm right about here in Central America. And that is a 4 out of 5. Very good shipping. I cannot speak too much on smaller packages of manga, mostly bigger ones, And the bigger ones have the manga in the middle, surrounded by a four-cornered wall of harder cardboard, and then the outside's got that cardboard paper as a buffer zone. I have had manga come damaged, and it's mostly because they're not sitting on anything. The top is a little bit protected. The bottom always seems to be touching generally the bottom of the box. So if it shifts around, the pages sway back and forth and things like that, which can cause some kind of damage, but most of the time, not likely. 4 out of 5, excellent. Now their speed of shipping comes in at 3.5, which is nothing to scoff at. Now, before we go down any routes, we are not talking about pre-orders. We are not talking about delays. We are not talking about any kind of pre-orders that can't be fulfilled right away or anything like that. We're talking just about an in-stock item that you ordered that they can ship. And also, that I didn't preface, we are not talking about any kind of speeds of the pandemic slowing anything down. We are strictly just talking their normal speeds. And I have ordered and have experienced all of them before any of this happened in the United States. I have had some orders come much quicker, 6, 7, 8 days. But I've also had the majority of mine in the 14-day to 20-day range. A lot of them do come that slow. It's not Amazon speed, but it certainly is very good and impressive. And if PhDs and doctorates and manganomics have taught me anything, 2.5 plus 4 plus 3.5 equals a whopping bang 10 for a solid second place to be proud of. Now coming in at numero uno, number 1 for the gold standard and best manga shipping in the MangaSloth's opinion is none other than In-Stock Trades. Now, In-Stock Trades pricing on their shipping is quite easy. It used to be virtually the same as Right Stuff on the free shipping side, getting a 4 out of 5. Reason being is it's still $50 and more is free shipping, and below $50 is $4 flat. You spend $1, it's $4 shipping. You spend $25, it's $4 shipping. You spend $49, it's $4. Though I would say if you're spending $49, just grab something else. Their packing so far, no one can hold a candle to it. It is the greatest packing out there. 5 out of 5. And yes, before I see in the comments, sloths do have 2 or 3 fingers. I am the MangaSloth, so I am a 2-toe sloth. I do have 2 fingers. The rest of these are just warts. So their packaging, I touched on it on my In-Stock Trades video if you would like to see a little more detail on it, but everything comes vacuum sealed. Whatever you bought comes like in a vacuum seal, wrapped with hard cardboard on each side, your order slip, and they're floating in a sea of peanuts. So no matter what you do, kick it, smack it with a hammer, throw it around for weeks, it will not ever touch any sides of the cardboard and will still be mint. On another note, when you order bigger things, bigger hardcovers, anything that has a heavier or bigger density in the box, you will get something very special. You will get packing spray foam. Nothing can penetrate it, and no matter what you got, stays mint and crispy. Now, does this 5 mean that nothing bad can ever happen to your books? Of course not. Of course not. It just means you have the highest chance of nothing bad ever happening to your books. Same as with Amazon. Is a 5 out of 5 on shipping mean you're always going to get it the quickest? Absolutely not. But these being the highest versions and numbers of things just mean things are less likely to happen. Now, their shipping speed, it is a 3 out of 5. Not the best, not the worst, but a little bit better than average in most cases. I'm still ordering from all these places even today. Now, in today's climate, with everything going on, they have slowed down quite a bit. We are looking at 10 to 20 days, somewhere in there generally. But before all this 2020 garbage, we were able to get them a little faster, generally in the range of right stuff, and sometimes a little better. But just like everything, it varies. I've had some that go on forever, it seems, and I have some that snap of my sloth fingers and they are here. Which gives In Stock Trades a solid 12 out of 15. And that is good enough for first place in the best manga shipping opinions of TheMangaSloth. Now, there are a few more, maybe even more than a few places that I did not have on this list and I did not talk about. I will talk about more places in the future because I want to try other places, even obscure places, to give you my opinion and my experience, and hope that you can take that and apply it to yourself and your orders in any way you see fit. Thank you all for watching The Manga Professor. If you would like to see more of The Manga Professor and his awesome degrees in manganomics, please like, comment, and subscribe. And before you go, I have one shout out to a manga tuber out there just like me. He is a newer manga tuber, which is weird saying because I feel I am still a baby manga tuber, and his name is none other than Trizzy Manga. He is very cool. Me and him are buds, and he gets right to the point in his videos, unlike a sloth I know who is very slow. He gets right to the point. He talks about what he wants. He gives you his opinion, and he doesn't beat around the bush. And if you're lucky, you can catch him like Monkey D. Luffy and wearing a straw hat. I'll see you guys next time.